philosophy is the technique that employs integrated activation points, hooks and buttons in a precise position of the aligner. ThermalOrth philosophy is the right tool to act where the software developed for that patient did not generate or partially generated the scheduled movements. ThermalOrth philosophy is a technique complementary to the ones you're using with clear aligners. Thermal. It creates a homogeneous temperature, the essential condition to get the proper thermoforming. Step 1 is thermally regulated for 5-6 seconds. It is gently tightened up to the end of the stroke and the cylinder is formed. After having thermally regulated step 2 for 3 seconds, it is placed at the base of the cylinder and then it is tightened up to the end of the stroke until the button is formed. Retention. It increases the stability of aligners. Act on the screw by using the key and set a value on the scale corresponding to the size of the hook to be formed. Thermally regulate the tip and place it into the interdental space. Activation. It is possible to make activation points on lower incisors by using small, on the upper lateral and for torque by using medium, and cuspid and upper central incisors by using large. It is advisable to start with 0.5-1 mm activation. Flattening. It reconditions the aligner surface by restoring the initial state of the plastic. The orthodontist can thus create a new activation point or simply remove it to cancel the push. Lateral. For the opening and closing spaces. The ring tip fits to the mesial and distal surface of the tooth, and the finger-shaped tip creates the activation point. Bite plane. In case of deep bite in a patient who uses aligners, bite plane is the proper tool. This plier instantly allows the operator to create a bump in the incisors back area with simplicity and precision. Spacing. It makes space inside the aligner and optimally controls the black hole area. In a few seconds, the operator can create a bowl where tooth elements can move freely without any plastic frictions. Black hole control waxing. Black hole control opening. Thermoforming with the automatic thermoforming machine. Separation with the jack disc. Refining aligner edges. Polishing aligner edges. Three techniques in comparison. how the force is transmitted. Setup. The force is transmitted on a wider surface area, the whole tooth crown. The deformation of the plastic is wider and may compromise the adhesion of the aligner edges by limiting its effectiveness. Attachment. The presence causes a plastic deformation on the aligner surface, thus reducing its capacity to transmit force. Difficulties faced by the patient to remove the aligner and penalizing aesthetic appearance. Thermal philosophy. Force transmission takes place through targeted and integrated activation points, hooks and buttons, in a precise position of the liner. Minimum deformation of plastic. Thermal philosophy, a constantly evolving technique.